Have you ever experienced one moment in your life when you didn't know what to do? Like moving around without goals and feeling, empty and without things to do. You don't know where to go. If so, that video is for you. Welcome, this is Dee. And you know what? Get in, have a sit. We're gonna have a chat together. Today, the topic of the video, I'm not gonna share it with you right now. I keep it to the end of the video. Prêt? On y va. So, let me tell you my story. 2 years ago, I was really broke. I was in a situation where I ended my work as a real estate agent. I didn't really like it. So I just gained as money, the social minima, as we call it here in France. It's around 470 euros to the change in your currency. And I didn't know what to do, wandering around, no goals. And one day I have a friend, and she told me, I just received an email from the guy. And by the way, there's no hazard in the world. And this guy, he's a coach. He's kind of a coach, He's like doing some little meetings with people and having a chat with them. Just go check it out. I was like, okay, I have nothing to do with my life, so I'm on my way. So here I went in this room full of really different people. We have people, young people, old people, people who had a career, people who didn't start a career. We had anyone, everybody, strangers, French people, everyone. And what I really remember from this thing was what's gonna come next. He said, who here knows what he wanna do with his life or her life? So some people started to raise their hands. I didn't figure it out, so I was like, I'm not gonna raise my hand. He said, okay, good. And for those who didn't raise your hand, did you do your list? And I was like, what are you talking about? Groceries list? No, mate, I didn't. I was like, no, your 100 things to do before you die list. And he said, did you think about it? I was like, no, my goal is not to pay attention to my death, rather to know what I'm gonna do with my life. So I said, no, just do it. Do this exercise, because a lot of people around, their only goal is to wake up and to pay their bills. That's all. They find a job, they pay their bills. Period. But if you're here, you're aspiring at something more on you. Like, yeah, you're right. So I said, okay, take a piece of paper, a pen, and write down 100 things you want to do. I was like, okay, so the first 10th took me 3 minutes. The next 10th took me 7 more minutes. The next 10th took me an hour and a half. And the whole 100 took me a few weeks. But the point was that now I had a goal. I had a reason to get up each and every morning to go out. And for example, the first goal, I wanted to succeed because for me, I didn't have a lot of money, and I was like, okay, this one is easy to realize. It was to buy a New Zealand All Black jersey. Costs around 80 euros. So I was like, okay, I want to buy this. So yeah, for now, maybe I don't have money, but I'm gonna put money aside and then gonna buy it maybe at the end of August. We were at June at this moment. But the thing was that my energy started to change. I wanted to go and find a way to earn money, because quite frankly, if you don't have nothing to wake you up in the morning, it's no need to make money. So now I had goals. And to really succeed at this, you need 3 things. The first one is to do the list. The second one is to pick one thing. And you know what? Even if the thing is just smallest things in your list, you have to understand that your brain doesn't give off if this is a small victory or a big victory, a small win or big win, a small success or big success. For it, that's a success. With, you know, the all black jersey. And then I started to pick some things up. And then I started to pick something more expensive, like a tattoo. If you had a tattoo, you know how money it costs, you see? So it gives me this envy, this motivation to go. And with the small victories, I have the encouragement to go on. And the third point is to go back to your list. You know, as often as possible, like maybe once a week, or maybe 1 out of 2 weeks, for example, okay? To first get it inside your head deeply. 2, for example, today, I want to do some things that I didn't want to do back then. So I add them up. And for example, something I wanted to do back then, I don't want to do it anymore. So I take them out, you see. So we have to upgrade the list. Why? Because we evolve. And what I did like back then, not necessarily I'm gonna like it today. So I have to upgrade. You know, your cell phone, your apps on your cell phone, they upgrade each and every time. And we don't do it. That's a mistake. Okay, we have to keep up. All right. So that was the topic of the video. Do your list. Start off with something and go regularly to your list and upgrade your list. It's going to really help you out to clear your mind on what you want to do, right? I know you liked it. So as usual, share it with someone. Do your list, right? And it was really good things to have you here. And I see you in the next video.